Out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. "13 yards the tally on the return there, and it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time. Puts it on the carpet, it's out, and the Giants have it. It's picked up, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Gleason. This one goes out wide for Barkley. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. To throw on 3rd down, Gleason. This will be caught by Brown. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The Giants are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
And he won't get much. Maybe a couple down inside the 35 to the 34.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a 1st. Looking to throw. Gleason. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Blankenship's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
9 yards on the first down. Keeper it at 2nd and 1.
Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On 2nd down now, Streets. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
Let's go.
On first down, Hurts. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Ready?
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
On 2nd down, Streets. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys have now moved out in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10.
14, Giants 10.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something on the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Boy, Saquon Barkley, nothing short of electrifying with a football in his hands, and he showed off one of his biggest attributes on that one, and that is his speed.
Barkley, inside handoff. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
To throw on 2nd down, Gleason has this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come back, reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
On the draw, this is Barkley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
2 things to watch. First, his strength in being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
On third down, Barkley. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a fourth down.
Rodrigo Blankenship on for the field goal of 46 yards.
Blankenship's kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Hurts.
And this one complete to Smith.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now a handoff up the middle. Streets. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. They run behind center with Gainwell. And he will be brought down, but a 1st and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning.
11 yards there, first down.
And an Eagle first down.
On the jump.
They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown from 10 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Bellinger hauls it in out left side. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. Look at the big man rumble. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Gleason. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 in the first. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Throwing on first down. Gleason. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. But I believe the Giants got this back, and they will hold on to the possession.
We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway.
Taking it about the 1.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Ready. 2nd and 10.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And 3rd and 8 now.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 10. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half. I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing again. Gleason.
He's got Bellinger.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
A nice chunk play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have. Both saw the extra defender doubling him up, and they still combined for the completion and big gain.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
95 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
Throw right side, taken in by Bellinger.
And they'll get this down to the 10. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Saquon Barkley running right. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Giants are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And this is back to an 8-point game.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Kayvon Thibodeaux, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack.
Like how they started the third quarter here. They forced a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
It's caught, Smith. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
The tackle there by the safety, Xavier McKinney.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Back to Gainwell here on second down.
They'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll drop to throw.
Hurts fumbles it.
And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Pass to Bellinger on the crossing route.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Barkley, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Gleason. His pass caught at the 4. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown.
De'Ami Brown
from 3 yards out.
And the Giants take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
Well, obviously the pass rush gets the glory and the statistics on this play, but the coverage, they deserve a ton of credit too. Denied open windows, erased the quarterback's targets one by one. Everywhere he looked, someone was covered. Only a matter of time before someone got there to bring him down.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And down he'll go at the 25. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And this is caught. It's Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at their 48-yard line.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go now.
They go play action with Hurts.
And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Azeez Ojulari picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Giants are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
Well, partner, I would say just avoid play action, but that's not just been the problem. This defense, they've been getting pressure on all types of pass plays and really piling up the sacks in this contest.
And he'll get this up to about the 40.
108 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Up the middle with Barkley. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Touchdown! Saquon Barkley from 17 yards out. And the Giants have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert.
On the move past the 40.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Ready, break.
Throwing is Hurts.
And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. De'Ami Brown, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. To throw again, Gleason. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Gleason. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
And the Giants send out their punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at the 40. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
He'll find Gainwell out of the backfield.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 83 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Right back to him on first down.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
On 2nd down now. Streets.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the question now, can they get closer on 3rd down? A field goal from here, you're looking at right about a 52-yarder. Throw left side, taken in by Streets. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely. No matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Streets. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Streets. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try to force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go away.
Yeah, I was going to say, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
Got a quick flash about being in their huddle. Whatever the play call was, it was tagged with these words: make sure you stay in the middle of the field. That's where we want to be.
And he did just that. And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And his kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now, let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future, they've got to work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for Philadelphia, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll return home next week to take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll fall to 1-2, and they'll get